Hello, everyone. God bless you. Okay, I said I was, as promised, I had mentioned explaining how two seemingly different songs in terms of tempo could have a relatively same tempo numerically. Okay, specifically, the songs you see that I'm going to deal with are We Praise Your Name, 145 beats per minute. Great Are You Lord, 144. Let's bring it up to 145. It's just one beat per minute. Difference. And how could a song like We Praise Your Name, that's sounds so fast, right? And Great Are You Lord, na na na, ma ma ma. Um, let's see. Okay. Oh, I can't sing on that. Holy, 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 no one else but you. Okay, let's see. What does 145 sound like? Let's just start off with that. I'm gonna set a tempo here. I think you can hear that. Those aren't the keys. Let me see. I'm gonna B flat. Okay, sounds about right. Sorry, my keyboard's here. I'm swiveling around. Um, okay. So how about Great Are You Lord? Let's keep it at 145. Watch what happens here. Here we go. You've been na 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 na. That's really strange, isn't it? Holy, holy, you are holy. Na 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 na. That's really strange, isn't it? Okay, let's go into an explanation now. Um, so the thing about We Praise Your Name is that it is the timing is expressed, the tempo is expressed in what we call 4/4. So let's go ahead and bring that up. 4/4. You see in the bottom, I have 4/4, and then for some strange reason, I have a 6/8 on top of that. Okay, what does that mean? Well, um, Great Are You Lord is in 6/8. Not only Great Are You Lord, but um, also Good Good Father is in 6/8. So what? For all practical reasons, what does that mean? Okay. Um, so clearly for We Praise Your Name, we're clapping in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, holy, 1, 2, holy, 1, 2, you are holy. Right? For Great Are You Lord, we're doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me bring the tempo. Let me bring the metronome back in, and we'll see how that works. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. holy, 1, 2, holy, 1, 2, other. Now let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've been na 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 na. Isn't that strange? So both of them are 145, but it's because one of them is in 6/8, one is in 4/4. And the obvious question becomes then, well, can you do Great Are You Lord in 4/4? Okay. You've been 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You've been 1, 2, 3. You've been 1, 2, 3. Every 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. That's in 4/4. So how could that possibly be? But at that point, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is no longer 145 though. If we try to do that, we will end up with something along the lines of you've been na 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 na. Strange. Okay, let's do this. If I do the math and then we do something practical, it should make sense. Let's try this. Okay, in 6/8, it was 145, as we see all the way on top. In 4/4, it's not going to be 145. Well, how do we get from 6/8 to 4/4 and come up with something reasonable? All right. Well, what we could do is, if we all remember ratios, I'm not going to do it as ratios, we'll do it as fractions. We can do a 6 as, let's not do the ratios, let me not get there. But we will do this. We're going to take this 145, okay, maps to 6 beats per minute. So when you see in a time signature, the top number is not math. There's not really a numerator or denominator, but the top number is how many beats per measure, and the bottom is a different story, so I don't want to get that. So in the first one, when we were going slow, Great Are You Lord, we had 6 beats per measure. When we were doing We Praise Your Name, we had 4 beats per measure. So let's get back up over there. You see clearly on the top, we have 6 lines denoting 6 divisions in that rectangle. And in the bottom, we have 4 in the same space, in the same area. We divided it differently. It's like doing a pizza, right? You can not cut it at all and just make it one pizza, right? Not a bad idea. But you can cut it into 4 slices, maybe 8 slices. You technically could even do it in 6 slices. You could even do 3, like the Mercedes-Benz logo, right? You can do that. It's all how we subdivide that. And so that's all we're doing over here, is we're taking a measure and we're dividing it different ways. For the fast song, we divided it in 4. For the slow song, we divided it in 6. So, 145, we need to map 145 to something, right? So, we're going to take the 6 beats here, because the slow song was in 6/8, right? But the tempo isn't really 145. Well, I mean, it's 145 and 6/8. So let me not confuse you. the slow song was 145 in 6/8. What tempo would it be in 4/4? In highlight, please, in 4/4. Remember, the top is 145, and we were doing that na 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 2, 3, 4 na na, and we don't know what that is. So let's do the math, right? You cross multiply 4 times the 145, gives you 580, and the 6 times the n gives you 6n. And so you divide 580 by 6, and n is between 96 and 97. So check this out. I'm going to put one metronome at 145 and the other one at 97. It's going to be a little confusing. I'll help you out with it. You've been loved, na na na, 2, 3, na na, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what if I superimpose that 97? Now this 97 is going a little faster. Eventually it gets out of whack with this. Because again, it's 96.666. I cannot do fractional timings here, which is kind of dopey because I can do it here. Let's do that. Let me do the fractional here because I can do it here. I'm going to do 96.67, 96.67, and I'm going to do the 145 here. Land, 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 and every other beat they're landing. They're synchronized every other beat. I can tell you're still not convinced. So if you look at the top one, right? 1 lands with 1 on the bottom. 2, 3, 4 lands with 3 on the bottom. Okay, so you're skeptical. Okay, all right. Let's do something. Let's do a little exercise. Let's go ahead and do 6 here. Now we're going to see how coordinated or discoordinated or uncoordinated you are. There's no discoordinated. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you do that? You've been nice. Na 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 bum 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 na na 1, 2. Strange. But if this didn't make sense, take my word for it. It does make sense. I just didn't explain it right. So I hope you got something out of that, and go ahead and try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the explanation.